Will you look at this? If you didn't know any better, you'd be forgiven for thinking you were near a bay. But that's not eelgrass, even though it resembles it. So obviously I'm back at Plum Run. I'll keep this short. Look at this water. Here's the hazardous crossing. This doesn't happen very often. Now it's happened for two reasons. Come back here a little bit. This is how the beaver dam usually looks. This beaver dam anyways. But they've made a new addition, which obviously has caused the water to spill out over this direction, around the rock, over the pathway here. Pretty great, huh? Now look, I'm not saying beavers don't sometimes pose problems for us. But at this point you have, you know, a clash of species. People will argue who's right or who should have the right of way. Personally, I think it's great. It remains to be seen what the park will do about it. Now, mind you, they did add that little extension of the dam, okay? But we also had a lot of rain last night, so you got a double whammy. This doesn't happen very often. And if you came here in a day or two, you know, it wouldn't be spilling over the pathway right in front of this footbridge anymore. I'm thinking to myself, okay, you know, what might happen though if things continue in this trajectory? And you know, so what the Park Service would do is they would either hire biologists to count beavers, to do a beaver count here, or they might conduct the count themselves and assess the population. And most likely, if they concluded that the population was a bit too high for this area, they would simply take one or two or three and remove them. Okay, they wouldn't shoot them dead. You know, they wouldn't use, you know, traps that could injure them. They would, but they would collect a couple beavers safely and, you know, redeploy them. That's not the right word, I'm sorry, but they would, they would take them and they would remove them and they would, you know, let them loose a county or so away. It's like most likely course of action. I'm not saying that sometimes that they don't, you know, cause a conflict for people, but you have to understand both sides of the debate. And I just want to reiterate that they are not a varmint to be eradicated. Settlers, as we know, a little bit before the Civil War, not too long before the Civil War, wiped out almost the entire beaver population in the United States, okay, in North America. And that is a grave problem. So let's just hope that even if populations rebound in certain areas, that we take a much wiser tact. And I'm sure this time that we will. Anyhow, guys, as promised, I'll keep this short. I'll see you on the next one.